What's up, YouTube? So, I got another review today. This is the YoyoFactory Nightmare. This is a V-shaped bimetal yo-yo by YoyoFactory. This is part of the Dream series. Nightmares are dreams, right? Right? So this is part of the Dream series, and this is the bimetal version of the aluminum Dream, basically. A little bit different, clearly, because it's bimetal. They didn't just slap rims on it. So let's just get right into the specs. So the diameter of this yo-yo is 56.09 millimeters. It is 42.88 millimeters wide. The gap, because it's a V yo-yo, the gap is 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters is huge, but it's a V, so that's what it is. It is 64 grams even, heavy, the weight, 64 grams even, and comes with a center track bearing and standard 19 millimeter YoyoFactory slim pads. So I bought this used. I didn't get this new. I bought this used, and it's got some rim damage. I'll get into that in a minute. But these are $100 new. Probably, I don't know if bimetal yo-yos are worth the price they ask for them, but you know, $100 for a bimetal yo-yo is really not that bad. They go between $50 and $100. $50 if you're looking at a magic yo-yo or something like that. $100 at the YoyoFactory level, but you can spend $250 on a more prestigious or non-mass produced company's bimetal. But $100 is about where YoyoFactory comes in. I think the Edge is $100, and what else? The Ex Machina I think is around $100 too. So the YoyoFactory bimetals come in around 100. I think some of them are a little more. There's one or two that are a little bit less. I think the Superstar the bimetal Superstar might be 75 or so. But between 50 and 100 are kind of the mid range, and then there's other ones that can get up there. So anyway, let's talk about it. So 64 grams in a V shape. This is a super fast yo-yo, and I mean super fast. Like, I'm not a fast player, but this yo-yo plays fast. This yo-yo plays really fast at 64. You hear other guys talk about, man, it just feels powerful. Yeah, that's what the rims do. The stainless steel rims. These rims are stainless steel. They make it feel super powerful because these rims are basically just clamped onto the rim, the ends here. Like some of them you'll see, like the edge, like the rim sits back a little bit, but these are clamped onto the end here, and that gives it all rim weight, and that makes it super rim heavy, which means it kind of spins like indefinitely, and it spins like really powerful. Like, it's a really powerful yo-yo, but it's really light. So this is really great. This kind of is like outside of the spec and like range of yo-yos that like are useful to me. I'm not a fast player because I'm not that good. But if I was really good and I could play really fast, like, this would be a great yo-yo for that, because it's a fast, great playing yo-yo, and it plays like it's powered by rocket fuel, like so fast. I do have one gripe with it though, because the rims, and I bought this used, so it was already I didn't ding it up, somebody else did. So because the rims are kind of clamped on the outside like this, any time, like, this is a yo-yo, you throw it at the ground, anytime it hits the ground and takes any damage, you risk dislodging the rims from the yo-yo. Now that is problematic because it's a yo-yo. It's meant to be thrown at the ground. Stupid cat. It's meant to be thrown at the ground, and it walls and flipped around and pushed between strings and whatnot, and it's gonna hit the ground. Like, things will happen to it, like, unless you're playing in padded rooms or you're playing like above something super soft, like grass with like soft dirt, and around no walls or whatever outside. And even then, like, there's other problems that can happen. The problem is if you hit it off the ground, here's what happens. So this is how mine is. And I totally, moved and threw out my ear plate here, but hang on. So mine has had the rims dislodged, and I've pushed them back in. You can push them back in, but let's see, as you can kind of see, you can hear it. This has some pretty mega vibe to it. You can feel it. You can hear it. You can kind of even see it. Like, see, even if I hold it and like try to stabilize it, like, you can see the yo-yo moving. Like, this thing vibes pretty hard. Now, that doesn't make it a bad yo-yo. It's still pretty awesome. Really? Like, it's still pretty great. It still plays really fast. It still spins basically indefinitely. But, it's, once you hit it off the floor and you damage it, even if you pop the rims back in, it still doesn't play all that great. So it's pretty fragile. And, if you spend $100 on a yo-yo and the first time you skip it off the ground, which is probably going to be the day you get it, because that's how that works, this thing pretty much vibes eternally. So for $100, it's kind of fragile. I know other bimetals aren't this fragile because they don't have the rims clamped on the ends here. But basically, you smack these rims off the ground, they're going to dislodge, and you've just turned your $100 yo-yo into playing more like a $40 or $50 yo-yo. So, I mean, maybe not that bad, but you get the point. So it's not like I wouldn't say it's a bad yo-yo. I think it's actually a pretty great yo-yo. I like V shapes. This one's kind of a little narrow. It can get a little unstable, particularly with how light and fast it is. But I mean, that might just be me. If you're really good at going fast and all that's like, second nature to you, this would be a great yo-yo. If you're a fast player and you want something that's not too uber expensive, because I mean, hell, even at $100, this isn't a bad price for a bimetal. This is a great yo-yo for that. And I feel like I've been giving YoyoFactory a lot of crap lately, like, oh, I don't like this yo-yo, I don't like that. I like this one. The Nightmare's pretty great, and I think it's a pretty solid bimetal. If you're into playing fast, it's not your all-around yo-yo, and I don't think it was designed to be that way, and I appreciate that. This yo-yo was designed to go fast. It was designed for players who like to play fast, and it certainly plays fast. Now, it's a little fragile. That's probably my only gripe with it. But if you like to play fast and you play fast and you don't smack yo-yos off of things, this is a great yo-yo for that. So anyway, guys, that'll be it. But this is the YoyoFactory Nightmare. Like and subscribe if you like what's going on. Clearly I put up content just about every other day or every day. If you like what's going on, tell me about it in the comments. Tell me what you want me to review. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. I'm here. But thanks for watching. Cheers to you. And I'll see you next time.